happy Saturday. At least it's Saturday today. And it's almost St. Patrick's Day, so in honor of that, I'm drinking out of my Ireland mug. Um, and it's almost spring, which is like even better. My favorite time of year. The sun's out, usually it gets warmer. Um, I can start doing things outside instead of being stuck inside in sweatpants and a fireplace, which is good. But so we're gonna do a quick little new episode of Lolo's Library, episode 8. And just kind of like spring and summer, like some of what I've read recently is like the easy stuff, like knock some things off the list, fun, not making your head think too much. So one of the first ones, actually, I think in this, there's like 4, like James Patterson. I don't know, a lot of James Patterson. So the Black Book, quick, easy. I actually really like this one. It's from a few years ago, but any James Patterson, worth reading. I'm enjoying. This one was particularly interesting. And it's like a solo standalone book. It's not part of a series. And then after that, I read a little listened to like a little mini book, like an in-between book of Janet Evanovich called Pros and Cons. So that's like, took me an hour or something to listen to that. And then we talked about last time the library book, which I returned to the library. And so that was the next one that I read and finished, which was amazing. I still really enjoy it. Highly recommend it if you're like a book nerd like me. And then I followed that up with this book, which I think is on like the 1001 best, must read books before you die. It took me a long time to listen to it. It's definitely out of my wheelhouse of what I would normally read. I think having listened to it, I enjoyed it more, but it was kind of cool to hear. It's like basically on a motorcycle trip, learning about motorcycle, but also like just life and travel and society, and I don't know. It might be for you. I'm not sure. And so then after that, I forgot. I actually made a note for the first time in my life. This one was kind of cool because they're biking through all these towns and they go through Idaho. And so you get notes of like Tamarack and I think Stanley, and I should have flagged actually in here where it was at, but it was really cool. I was like, oh, I love books like that where all of a sudden our town comes into play. So pretty cool on that. And then I listened to Seriously I'm Kidding by Ellen DeGeneres. So if you want a good laugh, quick, it's like maybe a 4-hour read or something like that. I listened to it and she read it. So if you're an audiobook person, pick that one up. So much fun. I loved it. And then I read a book, which I don't think I have here sitting with me, called, I want to say it's called The Leopard. It might be called The Leopold, in like with an accent, like maybe a Norwegian accent. It's a Joe Nesbo, so he wrote The Snowman and some other stuff. So this is a book in that same series. I think it's the next one after The Snowman, which was actually really interesting. I kind of like it. It was kind of fun. So if you like that kind of thing. And then 2 more James Patterson I totally busted out, like listening to while I was driving over the course of a couple days. So you get NYPD Red, which is part of that series, and Bullseye, which is the Michael Bennett series. So if you follow James Patterson, both of these are good, fun reads, easy, beach, travel, whatever. I love him. I love collecting all of his books. It's like, shelves and shelves, and they're never ending. And if I could be a writer like him, I would. And then I literally just finished this book this morning, and this is why I have to do this, because it also has to go back to the library. We Were the Lucky Ones. My friend Laura loaned this to me, and I literally couldn't put it down. Like, it wasn't like you just want to know what happens to this family. It's about the Holocaust, about one family during the whole entire war and the start of the Holocaust through the end of it, and what happens to them and all their different experiences kind of in what they have going on. But it's written, it's true. It's a true story. It's the story's, the author is the granddaughter of a survivor, and so found out about that and started writing this story. So, like, absolutely love. Like, pick this up. You're going to read it so fast. So that is it for this latest episode. Tried to make it short and sweet. I'm sorry. Like, maybe next time we'll just say 2 seconds on a book, show them to you, and go. But yeah, that's my reading for this little jaunt. in the end of March, end of February, beginning of March reading. I have like 800 books I'm still reading, so hopefully I'll be finishing up some of those and we'll share those with you the next time. Until then, happy reading. Cheers.